Hello, everyone. Aloha. Happy Saturday. Welcome to our Saturday team call. I'm so super excited to be here with you guys. I'm coming to you guys from Hawaii. The sun is coming up. It's a beautiful day here already. I had my coffee, and I am so excited to be here with you guys. We're here in December. We just got through our first week of December. We're in our last month of 2023. Holy moly, the years fly by faster and faster the older I get. We just came off of our best month of the year in November, which was an awesome time. And I'm so excited to close out 2023 and go into 2024 because we already have some really amazing things lined up to really propel us forward in our businesses. So before you hear, I got some incredible speakers from you guys to hear from today. But before I bring them on, I just want to officially introduce myself. My name is Yasmin Pascua. I'm a mama and I'm a wife. I'm actually an East Coaster, but now I live in Hawaii on the island of Oahu. And because of this incredible industry, I really get to go back and forth quite a bit. I've been in this industry now for coming up on 9.5 years, and I started in May of 2014. That feels like a lifetime ago. But I've been with Modere coming up now almost 7 years, and I'm part of what you would call like the OG club. I'm proud to say we've got some OGs on here today too. And I always saw. I remember that day when before we joined Modere and when I was introduced to the company, I always saw the vision of what Modere was going to do, and I see it now too, like the next vision and version of where we're going, and I really feel like in my bones we're just getting warmed up. We're just getting started. And, you know, prior to this whole world, I came from the traditional corporate background. I was doing that thing for 10 years. And at the time, like, I was just really closed-minded to everything, and I just knew that one way of success for myself. And then one day, I just had my own version of a wake-up call. Like, I had a major breakdown, and I got really clear that this way wasn't for me. And I actually remember I had my job during the recession of 2007 and 2009, and we had pay freezes for years. And I remember we started getting pay increases again, and it was in 2010. And in that corporate world, you usually get like a 3 to 10% raise, and it's usually based on the cost of living in your area, maybe a little like percentage here and there for performance. But you guys, I remember my increase in my check was $20. That was $40 a month. And I was like, this has to be a joke. Like, what am I going to do with $40 extra a month? And that's when it really, like, it hit me that this just didn't make sense anymore. But I wasn't sure what was next. And that's when the right person at the right time talked to me about this industry. And I was so desperate. I was so desperate to get out of that situation. And it's funny because I've been so closed-minded, and I really hated on this industry for about 10 years. But it was because I had enough, and I was desperate. I was finally open to listening about the industry and the business, and that was my first company. I did that for a while. I had my corporate job for about 2 years. I would just work it in at my lunch break. I would do it in the evenings, on the weekends, and then it was about 2 years in, I was able to leave my corporate job, and I went full-time in this business. But I was starting to realize that model wasn't working for me anymore either. I had now had a husband and a baby, which I didn't when I got started in the industry, and that model was based on home parties. I was hosting home parties and doing all the three-way calls and like meeting with my teams and getting on airplanes and getting in the car, and just everything was based around recruiting team members as opposed to selling products. And with a new husband and a new baby, I just knew I didn't want to be away from them. And I realized that I wanted this like freedom I was seeking. And that's when we found Modere in 2017. And have not looked back. It's been so amazing. Definitely was a learning curve in the beginning, going from like the online, from the traditional model to the online model, but it was exactly what I was looking for. I came in super excited. It took me about 3.5 years to get to Elite 3 and Platinum Black 1. But I always say, if you count my previous experience, like my skills from the beginning, it actually took me 6.5 years to get there. And it's been an amazing journey, having true time, location, money freedom, which is what I always really desired. I can make a list of all the things that Modere has done for me and my family, but I would say the biggest, most recent one is in 2022. We started building our house here in Hawaii. We just moved in this year, and you guys, it's literally like, if you think of Hawaii paradise, that is where we live. Like, one side is ocean views and the other side is just gorgeous green jetting mountains. And it's just been so incredible. And I think my favorite part is my husband, my son, and I. We're always together. We spend a lot of time traveling. We go back and forth between the East Coast and Hawaii, and we get the best of both worlds. And just, the gift of time, really, that's what this business has done for me. So now that I've filled you guys in on me, I just want to give you guys some really quick, updates and announcements. I really love that Modere is always thinking ahead. They are investing so much into this company so we can have better businesses. And not only for now, but for years to come. So how many of you guys were on that One Voice Live with Shane Greer yesterday when he announced our new customer rewards program? I am so excited about it. If you haven't watched it, definitely go back to One Voice Group. Go get caught up there. Rewatch it if you need to. I'm just going to tell you 3 key takeaways, okay? This is much more simpler than our existing one, right? The other one, it was a little it was complicated. It was a little confusing to explain to customers. This is way more simpler. You get free shipping on everyday and monthly orders on amounts our customers are ordering, right? Which is $150. A lot of our customers spend that much money anyway, and they're going to get free shipping. And I know you guys love free shipping, because I know I love free shipping. And then we have unlimited referral rewards program. So before it was the give 10, get 10. Now the rewards, which is Modere Cash, actually scales with their order. So the more that they spend, the more of a discount they're going to get on their order, but also Modere Cash rewards, okay? So definitely go get caught up if you haven't watched it, or you just need to see it again to really understand it. But I'm super excited for this. It's going to launch January 8th. What a great way to start 2024. So cannot wait for that program to come out. And then we do have some events coming up. So we have our Modere January New Year kickoff event. That's January 5th and 6th. Block that off on your calendar. It's virtual. We can all be there, okay? Again, another way to really kick off our Modere businesses in 2024. There is a in-person event also happening in January. It's January 19th and 20th in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Definitely all you Florida people need to be there, but it's an amazing lineup, you guys. The Meltons are going to be there, Bryn Lang, Marina Simone, Tony Zolecki, Michelle Barnes, and Shalene Johnson. So that is in the M-Light group in the featured section where you can grab your tickets. That is definitely going to be an incredible, incredible event. Of course, we have our yearly conference, SRC, coming up. You guys, you got to be there. This is a must-attend event. It's our one big conference we have every year. And if you're serious about going big with Modere, you're serious about your business and your industry, this is a non-negotiable. This is a non-negotiable for me. There's one event I've missed in 9.5 years, and it was because I was about to give birth. So you got to be at the events. Events change your lives. It changes you. It changes your business. And I'm super excited for our SRC event in Long Beach, California. There's going to be some awesome things that come out of that event as well. And then the last thing I want to tell you guys before I bring on our first incredible speaker, next Saturday, next Saturday is the biggest Saturday call of the year with Michelle Barnes. She does this every single year, you guys. Most powerful goal-setting training that she does. It is so awesome. It's incredible. I would say like put 3 to 4 hours aside that day. If you've done it, you know how amazing it is. If you haven't done it before, you're really in for a treat. You're going to need a journal. You're going to need blue index cards and blue pens. She's going to explain all that, why you need it, but just mark that off in your calendar, block it. It's going to be beyond incredible. You're going to feel like, all right, you're good to go for 2024. All right. I think I got all the most important things in. So without further ado, I'm so excited. I have 3 amazing speakers to bring to the line. But before the first speaker, if you know him, you love him. He has the best smile in Modair. I would say the best smile I've ever seen personally. He walks into the room and he lights it up with that smile and his big open heart. He's just so welcoming and friendly to every single person. Him and his wife, Sarah, have been with Modair for 11 years. Since the beginning of social retail, they both are at the very tippy top of our company, Elite Black 3, with a team that has done $1 billion in sales, you guys, $1 billion. And him and Sarah, they have 2 adorable kids. He's coming to us from Minnesota, which is total opposite weather from me. But Tony, are you there? Tony's Zolecki.
I am, Yasmin. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Awesome. Thank you so much for being on today. I'm going to let you take it away. Tell everybody, for all the new people out there just meeting you for the first time, who you are, and share with them your best tips closing out this year and going into 2024.
Yeah, I love it. And, for everybody, I just want to say welcome. It's great that you're here today. We're going to change your life. And, one of the things I know is this, I've been in the profession now 25 plus years. And just to know a little bit of my story, I started kind of in business on my mom's taco truck. She had the kind of first OG taco truck back in the 80s, and she had this vision for, cooking Mexican food in bars and taverns and places where people could come and buy it in the 80s to go, and you know what, we're going to take a taco truck and we're going to go and, call it Tacos on Wheels, and we're going to go all around downtown Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and we're going to sell tacos. And, I did that, and I got a chance to get a first taste of being an entrepreneur, capitalism, me and my mom just working our butts off. My mom would cook the food. She'd work the grill. I'd work the window. And that's what we did until we found network marketing in the early 90s. I've been in the profession a long time, and I remember when I found the profession, I was so fired up because I was like, man, this is incredible. And I saw that you could go out and work as hard as you want and build as big as you want, and no one would slow you down, no one would stop you, and you could really create whatever story you wanted to create. And I thought it was the best thing ever because I'm like, man, I can go out and really, write my whole story here because I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. And then I found network marketing at 19 years old. And I was with that company, my first company, for 7 years. And the first 3 years, that was terrible. I couldn't figure out how to communicate with people, sign people up, build teams. A lot of teams quit. I was building, rebuilding all the time. But you know what? I was learning. I was growing. I was getting better. I was figuring this thing out. And in the last 3 years of that company, I started making $10,000 a month. And I was 22 years old, 23 years old, 24 years old. And I'm like, oh, my gosh, this is so much money, $10,000 a month. I was so jacked and fired up. And then guess what happened? That company went out of business. So then I kind of got back into corporate America, did my thing, and then found network marketing again in 2005. That's where I met my beautiful wife, Sarah. We got 2 awesome kids. And Sarah and I started building that company together for 8 years. But guess what happened? That company went out of business. And then we found Modair in 2013, between 2012 and 2013. And we just loved it because we wanted to disrupt the profession. We wanted to create a model everyone would chase. As you can tell in this profession, everyone is copying us, chasing us. Look at Modere. Watch Modere. Oh, my God, Modere is just doing all this stuff. We need to do what Modere's doing. And we created this, and I love it because, the last 11 years has been just a dream come true. We've never made the money, we've made inside this company in any other business. We've never had the most amazing relationships and a dream team ever, in our years in this profession. And when you look at Modere, there's so many incredible things here with the corporate team and our products and our events and our systems and our community and just our footprint all around the world with social retail and how we're moving the world. And it's just been an absolute blessing. And I'm so excited because, we're getting ready for 2024. And, 2024 will be Modere's biggest year yet. We will make the biggest splash that we've ever made since I've been here. And you get a chance to be a part of that. You get a chance to really get your piece of it. You get a chance to really put your mark on this company. And I really want you to get this today because you're going to hear from some amazing speakers when I'm done. But I want you to really get these next 10 minutes with me because here's what we do in this business is that we build dreams with Modere, right? How do we build dreams with Modere? Is that we get to turn hope into belief. Everybody comes into this business with hope, right? But they stay with belief. I want you to get that. Everyone comes into this business with hope, but they stay with belief, and we're belief builders. We turn hope into belief. That's what we do. And hope will only carry you so far in this business. Know that. So you got to be the one that goes, you know what? How do we turn that hope into belief as fast as possible? And the first way you got to do it is that you got to turn your hope into belief. And you got to make what I call the first circle. That's you. You got to make the first circle work. And then you got to replicate that. Then you got to duplicate that. Then you got to drive that. Then you got to be contagious. And then you got to really plant seeds through the team, through your new people. And it's amazing what will happen. Now, one of the biggest things you can do for brand new people, and there's a lot of brand new people on this call, but I know I did this when I got started 11 years ago, is that for me, to turn hope into belief for me, I had to use the products every single day. And, today I probably use 15 to 20 different products every single day. But I'll tell you, our product set, our SKUs all around the world, the products that we're coming out with at SRC, the products that we're coming out with in 2024 in the summer, and as we close up 2024, they're going to blow your mind. And what I love about this company is that they're always looking to be disruptive, innovative. They're always looking for, different products, the products that are the hottest products in the marketplace today, and we're going to be more high performing. We're going to be more safe. We're going to be more non-toxic. We're going to deliver it at a higher level, and we always come through. The only business I've ever been in that always delivers no matter what. And I've never seen anything like that. So you start using the products. You got to fall in love with our products. And I'll tell you what, I don't know, 60, 70, 80, 90 products, something like that. Different countries have different SKUs of products. But I'll tell you this, when you start using our products, and this is what I love about this company so much, is that you start going, man, let me try these. Man, let me try these. Man, let me try these. And all of a sudden, you go on from a couple to a half a dozen, then to a dozen. And it's amazing to watch what these products are doing for people. And you look at our flagships, when you think about collagen and you think about our lean body system and you think about some of our skincare products and, our coffee and Logic and things like that. Like you get started with typically a flagship product and then you find all these other amazing products, and you're like, man, I'm buying this stuff anyways. Why don't I just buy it from Modere? It's like we figured out how to give the consumer, the social marketer, the best experience ever. You're going to see the best reward program launched January 8th that you've ever been a part of in your entire life, no matter what company you've been with. But these products really anchor everything, and I'm so proud of these products, and I'm so excited to see the new products. But I know this, that's where you start. And if you can start there, that's where you start going, man, now I'm building dreams. Now I'm figuring this thing out. And the next thing I'll tell you to turn hope into belief is really building a team and building a customer pod and getting consumers using the products, right, through your customer pod and, getting people to join the business, right, look at the business, see what we're doing. I look at what's going to happen this year in our space, in the network marketing world, in the direct sales world, and it'll be the biggest year yet. I mean, we're going to scale like you've never seen it before, and people today, they're looking for so many different options to make money, so many different plan Bs to make money. They're looking for a real business, real people, a real comp plan. Like, they want so much, and everything they want that they raise their hand for, Modere has. We have. You think about this team, it's a dream team. It's the number one team in the company. And here's what I want you to understand. Here's what I want to tell you today is that when we look at our culture and we look at our community and we look at the people that are getting started and we look at the people that are winning and we look at the people creating the stories they're creating, it's absolutely phenomenal. And it's people with no experience, a little bit experience, a lot of experience. It really doesn't matter. But to turn hope into belief, you got to bring new customers in, have them experience the product just like you have. You got to bring new people in to build the business just like you're building the business. And the best advice I can give you, especially if you're brand new, is how fast can you get 100 people to look at our business and our products in a professional, interesting, compelling way? How fast can you get 100 people to see this the right way? How fast can you get 100 people to experience Modere the right way? How fast can you get 100 people to look at something, try something, experience a group, get into a chat, meet somebody, get on a Zoom, show up at an event, come to one of these epic things that are happening inside this team, inside this company? How fast can you get 100 people to see this the right way? Because here is what I know from experience and experience and experience and experience, is when you get 100 people to see this the right way, you will see traction. You will see growth. You will see your customer pod get big. You will see your team starting to grow. You will see people create experiences, create stories, and they will be fired up. And networks are everything in our business, right? People's networks are everything in our business. And the best way to get into people's networks, the best way to get them to open up their network to you is for you to show them the business the right way and for them to go, you know what, I like this. Man, these are great products. Man, this system is off the chart. Man, this team wins like crazy. Holy cow, this community. Wow, look at the corporate team. Wow, look at this, look at that. And they say, you know what, here's my network. Help me talk to them. Help me, do this the right way and start the right conversations and show people what is possible here and show them what they can do here. Like, there's seasons for radical growth. There's seasons for radical focus, and that is right now. Like, you have to get ready for what is going to happen in the beginning of January that goes through SRC in February, that ends up in March, that bleeds into April. Like, this is going to be something that's talked about for a long, long time. And what I'm fired up about is that you're here. You have the ability to do what Sarah and I did in 11 years. If you really get radically focused and you really take radical action, you can do what we did in 11 years in the next couple years. Because the moment is now. The time is now. And I know this. This team wins. This company wins. The people you're working with, they win like crazy. But you got to figure out, okay, what do I got to do to set myself up so that I really go out and crush this thing, smash this thing? The biggest thing I can tell you is you've got to prune your life of all negativity, of all gossip, of all drama right now. Like, guess what? Family is everything. I know that for a fact, and we got some great holiday seasons coming, right? And it's going to be great, and you're going to spend time. But you know what? Christmas is one day. New Year's is one day. And enjoy that moment. Spend time with your family. Be present. Take it in. I get that. I do it every single year. But no, those are just one-day holidays, right? You have the ability to say, you know what, I'm going to make sure I'm running at a high level. I'm going to make sure I'm around the right people. I'm going to make sure that my list of 100 people that I'm going to work on today, right after this call, that I'm going to make sure that I'm on this. I'm getting after this. And nothing's going to slow me down. Not this person, not that person, not this news channel, not this social media platform. Like, I'm going to be radically focused for radical growth. I'm signing up for that. I'm all in. Because if you go all in and you make that promise that you're going all in, and I want you to send a message right now if you're going all in to your sponsor, to your upline, inside MLife, you let John know, you let the other leaders know, I'm all in. If you're going all in right now, here's what I can promise you. The next 12 months will be the biggest year of your life. And for some of you, you're doing this to help other people, to help your family, to create additional income, to go out and bless people, serve people, impact people, create your legacy, have the contribution piece, really go out there and put your stamp on this world. This world needs your stamp. This world needs you. This company needs you to step up. This company needs you to go, you know what? I'm raising my hand to go all in, and I want to do this. I want to go out there and be one of the reasons we move the dial here in 2024. We create the growth that we're going to create in 2024. We're going to create more ranks in 2024 on the seller side and the builder side than we ever have before. You get a chance to be a part of that. You get a chance to raise your hand. You get a chance to be inside the circle. And the circle are going to be the ones in 2024 that set up their future inside this company forever. And I want you to think about that. Because if you have more money than you know what to do with it, and you have the most amazing team, the most amazing customers at the tips of your finger, and they're winning, they're soaring, they're having a time of their life, what else can you do for impact? What else? Who else can you bless? Who else can you help? What can you do? And this is a platform, and this platform is wide open. Now, I'll close with this. We're coming up with the biggest yearly event in February called Social Retail Conference in Long Beach, California, than we ever had. We'll have more people there at that event live than we ever had. There'll be stuff announced at that event from new products, new systems, new websites, new e-commerce, new technology, new training, from all this different, angles that we have worked on collectively and collaborated on collectively with the best marketers in the world that are inside this company that we're going to unleash. And you need to be there. And not only do you need to be there, you got to figure out, okay, how many people am I going to have there? You want to make a six-figure income in 2024? Have 100 people there. Have 75 people there. Have 50 people there. Like, you got to look at it and go, you know what? I don't care if it's just you right now. You got to say, you know what? What can I do this month? What can I do in January? What can I do as we lead into SRC to make sure I've got those types of people, those types of numbers inside that room? Because that training event, that weekend, will take 6 months off your learning curve. We'll put your check on steroids. We'll put your team in motion like they've never been in motion before. We'll put your, customer pod growing abundantly, and you will see the impact from SRC. Now, we only do it once a year. So here is the blessing as I close this up, is that you have December, January, and 3 weeks of February to load this thing up. We still got almost 90 days. So you've got to have a whiteboard. You've got to have a notebook. You've got to have your computer ready to go so that you're tracking SRC with you registered, all your people registered, your new people coming in get registered, and you're inviting like your hair's on fire. And if you do that, I promise you this, you will have your biggest 2024 ever. And again, this company is so grateful for you. This team loves you. The leaders inside this group will do anything for you. They'll work as hard as you want them to work because they want you to win and they want your team to win, and you deserve it. You deserve this business like no other. Some of you have unfinished business. It's your time. Some of you, you're just getting started and you're in a tough spot, maybe backed into a corner. This is your moment. This is your company. This is your tribe for you to soar like crazy and create it. And I'm going to be your biggest fan, and I'm going to cheer you on, and I'm going to help you as much as you want me to help you. And I know this. You were meant for this. You were built for this. And this is your time to go create it. So with that, Yasmin, I'll pass it back to you.
Oh, my goodness, Tony. I can feel that fire through the phone. How many guys can feel that fire? Super excited. I just love your passion for this business, for this industry, for Modera, for all of us. And I can't wait to see you at SRC and everybody else there. Thank you so much for your time today, Tony, and I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. All right. On that note, wow, I'm so excited. We got a very special woman. Her name is Jenn Cooper, also known as Coop. I've actually got to know her over the last year. I got to go to her house about a year ago and meet her and her family. And I just love this woman so much. She's coming to us from Dallas, Texas. She is so powerful. She is a super mama of 4 under 9, you guys. She started in the medical sales world and now in our industry for over 7 years. She's a multiple 6-figure earner, an Elite 2, Platinum 2. Are you there?
I am here, Yasmin. Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, my gosh, I'm so excited to be here with you today. Can you just tell everybody a little bit more about you and, you know, where your story and just what you have to tell them when it comes to this business and where we're going, where we're headed for 2024, your tips and all that goodness.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, I can certainly try, friends, but geez, crow. I had to take off my sweatshirt. Tony got me all sorts of fired up. I was like, oh, my gosh, do we even need to continue the call? I mean, he literally brought the house down. And I know that you all felt that. And here's the thing. I know Tony well, and all of what he shared is 100% on point, and it is completely congruent with the person, the human, the leader, the mentor. It is the teammate is completely congruent with who he is and what he does. I just want to say, if you thought that was like, oh, my God, I felt that. Is this guy really for real? No, he is so that much. And so much more. It's an honor to be here with you all. And Yasmin, I adore you. I'm so glad that we've been able to have some, private moments together and, good shop talk. And we've masterminded together. We've done some events together. I'm really, really enjoying all of the cross-line relationships that have come into my world this past year, friends. One of the greatest things that I love about Modera is just that. So just know, if you are not even with us yet, if you've been with us a while, if you are, kind of wondering where you fit in, just know that we are all here for everyone here. No matter where you are, no matter what rank you are, it just doesn't matter. The community and the culture is here for you and prepared to help you grow wherever it is you want to grow. So quick, if I could, guys, this is my plan. I'm going to quick introduce myself. I'll share with you a quick snapshot of my story. But more than anything, if you took the time to be here today, if you took the time out of your day and aside from your Saturday, activities and chores and errands and all the things, I really want to share with you 3 things that my best friend Mindy said. I said, Mindo, what am I going to talk about? And she said, well, what comes to mind? And I said, these 3 things. These 3 things came to mind, and those 3 things I would like to share with you. And just so you know, when Yasmin introduced me, she said, Jenn's she was in the medical field prior. She was in medical sales. I want you to know that the 3 things I'm going to share with you today are actually the things that helped me be a top performer in the medical sales field, and where I started from the very, very ground. Nobody was cheering for me. Nobody was rooting for me. In fact, the company, I was performing so badly. When I finally got my chance to be in medical sales, I was so bad at sales. I loved people. I loved my product. I believed in what I was doing and what I was standing behind. Nobody else believed in what I was doing because I couldn't perform. I couldn't close sales. Can anybody relate to that? You're like, I love Modere. I love the products. I believe in these people. I believe in Yasmin. I believe in Tony. I believe in Ozma, our CEO. I just don't know if it can happen. Well, here's the thing, guys. These 3 things helped me not only go from dead last with no one cheering for me and about getting fired from my job. I'm like, oh, my God, me and my 2 cats are going to get kicked out on the street. I'm not going to be able to pay rent. Oh, my gosh, I was going through all the scenarios. The 3 things helped me overcome. And I'll tell you, yes, I have a career in medical sales. It acquired some skills and some strategies and techniques that, helped me when I finally stopped turning my head away from network marketing and away from, what I thought was, I'm just going to be real with you. I was pretty sure it was a scam. I was pretty sure even when I signed up, I was not smart like many of you that saw the vision and saw the opportunity and saw, a way out and a better life. I was like, yeah, that's completely illegitimate. That is, more than that sounds too good to be true. I don't know about that. But I still said yes, not because of the business model, but because my health needed a change. I needed a change. I had just given birth to my twins, my premature twins, that I'm 5 feet tall on a good day. I know I sound taller and bigger than I am, but I'm really not. I'm a tiny person. And my twins took the life out of me in the best way, but they drained everything out of me, and I needed to get my health on track. We all know direct sales companies have the best products. I experienced them. My life changed. I started seeing, wait a second, what if I could have my cake and eat it too? What if I could, I don't know, pay for the groceries or maybe pay for my husband's expensive car payment? Maybe I could contribute, now that I've decided to stay home and retire the corporate career to stay with my babies, maybe I could contribute still. That's where my aha moment was born. I'll be real with you guys. When I got going, yes, I made some income. Some of the skill sets that I had coming in blessed me upon starting. And when I realized, oh, man, it's actually a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, I learned, oh, man, I need to either grow myself or my income is not going to grow any more than where I'm at. So when I started learning about the profession, learning about the ins and outs, I uncovered that where I was building in my previous company wasn't ideal for the average, not experienced, the person who's very, very busy. It was not an ideal place for them to achieve some success. To get deposits in the bank, my friends. That's what we're talking about. It was always about recruiting more recruiters to recruit recruiters to recruit. I started looking. I started researching different vessels. And what I learned is the vessel I was building in was not ideal for that type of person to succeed. And what I wanted to do was so much greater in this profession. So I ended up walking away from a 6-figure income that I sold my soul and time away I ignored my children. I did all the things. I gave so much time to build it, and I walked away from all of it. Well-rounded, calculated risk that Modere was the home that more people would achieve more success. And that's all I ever wanted. That's exactly what happened 4.5 years ago when we partnered here, and we literally are just getting started. So I don't regret a single thing, friends, and I want to share with you 3 things that if I could leave with you today, something to inspire you, energize you, and shift you wherever you are in your experience, in your growth experience right now. That's all this is. Have you realized by now, guys, all this is a growth experience. The more you grow, the more you're going to get paid. And I'm not talking about growing your volume. The more you are investing in attention, in growing yourself, mistakes keep repeating themselves. The lessons keep repeating themselves until we learn, right? This is a growth experience for you. 3 things I want you to keep in mind as you grow along and evaluate your 2023, evaluate what you're going to keep doing, stop doing, and start doing as you roll into 2024. Keep these things in mind. If I could implore you, the very first thing is, and write this down, have faith, especially when you are given reasons not to. What do I mean by this? The people around you telling you, hey, I never succeeded at that. My boyfriend's husband, sister's wife, neighbor's dog walker, they didn't experience success in it either. Nobody wins at that thing. The people around you are naysaying you. The people around you are reminding you should just get back in line, that you should just put your hand down, that you should just step back into that circle that is already drawn for you, and it might be too risky to step out of it. You should just step back in. The people, you gotta hang on to faith when the statistics around you don't bode very well. And I firmly believe, Tony said it, this is the number 1 fastest growing team, the best team, the most successful team in all of Modere. Arguably houses more leadership, more strong, sought-out leaders than any team in the entire industry. Do not say that lightly. It's why I made the decision to come here versus following friendship. Success leaves clues, my friends. Are you paying attention? Have faith that no matter what, you are in the right vessel right now. You've got to quit believe, and no matter where you are in business, no matter what's happening in the world, people are there right now. They are hurting. They are wondering how they're going to get by. You may be wondering how you're going to get by. I want you to hear this, please. Quit believing long-term thoughts based on short-term circumstances. And what I know about this profession is that the tide will always turn for those that keep on swimming. And my friends, you are in the best waters that you could possibly be swimming in right now. You've got to quit believing these thoughts that, it's never going to work. Nobody's ever going to buy from me. People just aren't buying the same. They're not buying like they used to. Network marketing is going downhill. I call BS. That is believing a long-term thought based on short-term temporary circumstances. Okay? The second thing I want you to remember is you're going to want to write this one down. Understand that your skill set, income insurance. Your skill sets are your income insurance. You guys, literally, if there was anything I could encourage you to do right now to invest attention, monetary funds, time, resources, energy into right now, it would be in building the actual skill sets that are required to continue enduring not just rough waters, but any kind of waters. And not only that, even more importantly, learning to pay it forward and teach others how to do the same. Because I know there's some people out there that are overlearners, they got a lot of knowledge in there. I want you to think about this. Looking at others lifting their weights is going to build your muscles. We often hear this expression that that learning is leverage. That is not true. I think it's John Maxwell that says applied learning is leverage. And when you apply what it is you're learning little bits at a time, you're applying it and falling on your face. And not my good friend Nadia Melton says, you got to step it up and mess it up before you can. Before you can step it up, you got to mess it up first. That's how it's going to be. When you continue to apply, you are going to develop skill sets that no one can take away from you, that will help you survive. I see a lot. It's like a wild, wild west in network marketing right now. And you know what that tells me? There's a lot of people that are building a foundation on wobbly skill sets. One of those people. I implore you, put your energy and your endurance and your attention into building your skill sets, because they are, in fact, your income insurance. But not least, what's said so far, go where the movers and the shakers are. Go where they are. Get up close to that fire, friends, and become an asset. I don't care what you need to do. You're like, oh, Coop, I can't afford to get to SRC. Tony said, that is like forever away. That is forever away. I had no income coming in. When I caught a vision of what network marketing might be able to do for my family, I had no income coming in. And 6 days out from the convention that they were having, that I was still pretty sure network marketing might be a scam, but I had to see for myself. It was from New York to Arizona. Get my butt there. A leader said, I don't care what you need to do. Sleep in your car if you need to. Drive across the country. Link up with other people. Why? Because she knows that's where the movers and shakers are. Get where they are. How on earth people are not going to an event that has John and Nadia Melton, the Zoleckis, freaking Bryn Lang, Marina Simone, and Chalene Johnson? Serious? I have everything bought, and I don't even know if I can go. I don't even know how I'm going to figure out my 4 kids, all that, but I'm like, dude, I know. Get where the movers and shakers are and become an asset. What do I mean by this? Some of y'all are like, oh, I don't know what to give. I just don't have that much. Can you bring good energy? Can you contribute your attitude? Can you contribute some cheers? Can you contribute by getting into action yourself, even if you're messing it up? I promise you, any leader here, they're no different than you. They just messed up a heck of a lot more often. Willing to look like a fool a heck of a lot more often than you. That's it. You want to become an asset to get where the movers and shakers are? Get in motion, guys. Get in motion. Show up. Show your passion, your enthusiasm. Even when you don't know what you are doing, what does Jim Rohn say? You can make up for numbers in what you lack in skill set right now. Get where the fire is burning hot, friends. You got to get there. Do whatever it takes. Those are the 3 things that I would share. I'm going to shut up now.
Oh, my gosh. Your energy, too, is just, we're all wide awake. I'm wide awake over here at almost 8 a.m. in Hawaii. I love you. I love you so much. You're so awesome. I wanted to say I just want to touch on one thing you said, and then I'm going to bring on our last speaker. But, of all the things you said, I just want to highlight, your skill set is your income insurance. And that couldn't be so, it's so true, because really, if you're a beginner or you've been here for a while, it's really just mastering this industry. And you master it by studying the skills that you need and implementing it, and studying the people in this business that are successful, right? Like Coop, like Tony Zolecki, right? Like John and Nadia. And that becomes your income insurance. So I love that so much. Thank you so much for being on here, and I can't wait to see you again soon. All right. So our final speaker, I'm so super excited to bring Sharma Bautista on. She is also from Hawaii, but a different island. I love this woman. I've gotten to know her over the last couple of years, She started out as a customer, you guys, and she let go of 50 pounds, over 50 pounds on these products. And it was a little over a year ago. She decided, you know what? I need to do this business. She's a single mother of two, and she is a purchasing manager for a hotel in Kauai, the Royal Sonesta, and also for Alaska Airlines. So she is a busy, busy mama, and she has been building this business with Modere for a little over a year, and she just hit Platinum 1, you guys, in November. So, Sharma, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Hi, Sharma. I'm so excited for you to be here. This is your first Saturday team call. Can you just tell everybody, tell them, you know, we've been talking and chatting, like, first of all, tell them your story, a little bit about yourself, but tell them, you know, you have some really powerful things that happened to you in November, some really great things that everyone else here needs to hear, especially even if you've been here for a while like me. When I heard this, I was like, wow, everyone needs to hear this, because sometimes we forget these simple things. So, Sharma, I'm going to let you take it away, close out. You guys, at the very end, I have like just 1 minute thing left I want to share with you guys. So thank you for staying on and being here with us on this Saturday.
All right. Whoop, whoop, everyone. Good morning and aloha from Hawaii. Gosh, I'm so honored to be here on this call, and, you know, hearing Tony and Jenn, it's like, where do I begin? But I know I've been here a little over a year, and I'm sure there's many of you out there who is just getting started in this business. So hearing these stories will definitely impact you. So first of all, I want to shout out my 808 team for being on this call early this morning, and each and every one of you for taking the time to invest in your business and becoming the best version of yourself. So congratulations for crushing November. It's definitely a month to remember. I remember a year ago, that's when I really got started, and it was so exciting and so much fun. And a year later, I can't believe I hit Platinum 1, staying close to the fire, and just being connected, because that definitely does elevate yourself into becoming the best you can be. So as Yasmin said, I'm a single mother. I have an amazing adult son who makes me proud every day in watching him grow and do the things that I didn't even think was possible. But he is showing me and making me proud, which is pushing me to also take care of my teenage daughter, who challenges me every single day to be the best role model I can for her and so many other women out there. Through social media, we can touch so many lives without you even realizing it, because just because they don't engage with you on social media doesn't mean you're not impacting them, because we all have a superpower to attract different people who are having similar situations as you have, that you never know that something you may say or something you may do that will touch their lives and turn them around to becoming their best version of themselves, because we need everyone in this world. Everyone has something to bring to the table. It's just finding that superpower in yourself and having that belief and faith that you are worth everything you believe you are. As Yasmin said, I'm a full-time purchasing manager at the Royal Sonesta Kauai, and I also work part-time for Alaska Airlines. I've always had multiple jobs for years to provide for my family. And through those years, I really lost myself, forgetting to take care of me first, the self-care. I'm always the type to take care of others. And I didn't even realize prior to Modere how much I lost myself, being that I was caring for so many others. So through the community we have here at Modere, it has helped me shift my mindset to find myself again and elevate myself every single day to grow and have belief in myself, so that I can give that belief to others so they can borrow my belief. Because if we don't hold that belief in ourselves, how will anybody else be able to believe the things that we are sharing? Is it easy? No, it is not easy, but it is so worth it. You know, in life, everything is hard. We just have to choose our heart. I just went on a hike. I took a hike with some of the team members, and as we were climbing that mountain, I shared, like, we're pushing ourselves past our limitations in so many ways, and we're doing a hike, but that also can help push you in your business, because everything we do in our life, we need to push ourselves out of our comfort zones. There's always different comfort zones that we stick in that we need to push ourselves past. So it is definitely worth it, and everything you do in your life can relate to building your business and becoming the best version of yourself. When I started, I wasn't so active on social media. I was a scroller. I'm very old school. I used it just to connect with really close friends. Growing up, I was around network marketing, but honestly, I didn't really care for the structure of it. If you know me, I am not that pushy person, so I really didn't enjoy the structure. However, I saw and felt something different when I joined as a customer with Modere. I was attracted to sharing and helping others through my journey, and I've learned and developed even more positive attitude and shifted my mindset to focus only on the positive. And when the negative feelings come, I'm able to shift myself and remove myself quicker from those negative states, so I can constantly stay consistent and focus on the things I want and dream for myself and my family. So with that, I want to share a little bit of how I'm building my foundation, hitting Platinum 1 in 1 year of being a social marketer. I not only transformed my body, as Yasmin said, losing 50 pounds and lots of inches, but I've definitely transformed my mind by staying connected and close to the fire. Like Jenn and Tony said, being at conference, I attended conference in March in Charlotte, as well as the summit in Vegas. And it's like those events come into play right at the perfect timing when you need them the most. Because we get caught up in life, and life has lots of challenges. So when you're able to stay close and commit yourself to investing in you so that you can constantly find the things that are going to put fire and drive you to become that person and be in the place that you want to be there, be present in those conferences. It has definitely helped me grow and learn. And as Yasmin mentioned, what happened to me in November, I shared with her a story. Since conference, they announced the escape trip for the cruise. And I sat there, and I was excited, and I was like, I'm going on that cruise no matter what. And I came home. I was on, like, cloud nine, you can say, just like, I'm going to do this. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. I mentioned it to my brother. My brother's a really business person. He was telling me, you need to know your numbers. You need to know this. And at that time, I had no idea. All I told him is, I don't know, but I'm going to be there. And throughout the process, I worked hard. I did the things, showing up, being consistent, being on social media, messaging people, having a list, create a list. I am still creating my the things that work for me, because we're all different. We all have different ways, whether it's TikTok or lives or memes, like everything. You have to find what works for you. And through that, I just worked hard consistently. I never gave up on believing that I wouldn't be on that ship. Even after the period of earning those points ended, I never had a negative feeling. And a week and a half before that trip, I got a text inviting me to go. And I was in shock. Didn't know how to, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that I was having the opportunity to go. But I had also different challenges, as I'm a single mom with my daughter, and didn't take her on as much trips over the past year as I became a social marketer, I struggled through, am I going to take another trip without her? And to make a long story short, she gave me her blessings through the challenges. She gave me her blessings without me asking her to ask my mom if my mom would watch her. She did it on her own. And that melted my heart, that my daughter could see my passion and everything I was working hard to do. She gave me her blessings. And even though I didn't earn that trip on my own, it was the exact way it needed to happen, because I was able to connect and be surrounded by so many leaders who has poured into my cup even more to allow me to keep growing and keep elevating myself and creating a foundation for my business to keep growing. And the sky's the limit, and I'm ready to run hard. And I'm super, super, super excited for next year and the new rewards program and what that's going to do for all of us. So for all of you who are here for a minute, who are just getting started, don't give up. Don't give up. Continue showing up, even when you're overwhelmed or confused or not sure what you're supposed to be doing. Just show up. Continually take your products. Show people that you are consistent and that the product is working, that you love it. You believe in what you're doing. And believe me, people are watching, whether they engage with you or not. In November, I had several new customers who has never engaged with me on social media, but has become a customer because they're watching. They're watching you whether they're saying something to you or not. And message people, don't be afraid, because all you're doing is sharing. You're sharing your journey, and you just might touch them in a way that you didn't even know they needed to hear something from you. So challenge your limitations, believe in yourself, and let's do this, and let's enter 2024 and rock it even harder than we did in 2023. With that, I'll give it back to Yas.
Awesome. Oh, my gosh, Sharma, thank you so much. It's been really incredible to watch you grow, not only as a customer over the last couple of years, but watch you grow in your business over the last year. And what you did in November was just beyond incredible. And your, consistency and determination and staying close to the fire, even though, it's challenging for you as being a single mom with multiple jobs, has just been really inspiring. So I can't wait to watch you grow even more. All right, everybody, so we're wrapping up this call now, but really quick, I just want to, tell you guys, make sure that you get to the events. We have lots of opportunities for events. You heard what Tony said about events. You heard what Coop said about events. You heard what Sharma said about events. They really can change everything for you and your business. And I know for me, that's what they've always done. They've always added fuel to my fire that I always need. And like Sharma said, they show up at the right time when you least expect it, when you don't even know you need it. So we're wrapping up this 2023, you guys, here in Modere in your lives. After, now's a really special time for everybody, and I really want you to enjoy that time with your family and your friends and your loved ones. But, I really encourage you guys, this is the time of year where a lot of people, they completely take their foot off the gas pedal. And I really want to encourage you to not do that. I totally get it if you got to take your foot off a little bit, but don't totally check out. Now's the time to show up, and show up in front of your audience, in front of your team, in front of your customers, in front of your network, and be visible. Be here. Don't totally disconnect. Enjoy that time with your friends and family, but be ready, because as soon as the holidays are over, guess what? Everybody's going to be ready, because you know what time it is. It is weight loss season, and right now, you guys, we have the most viral, exciting Get Your Results program with a 5-day drop, and people are so excited about this program, and this is the first time during weight loss season we're going to have this program. We are going to be at an advantage here. It's going to be our biggest weight loss season because of this program. So take advantage of it. Be here. Be present. Don't check out. Enjoy this time of year, and I'm super excited to really crush it with you this last month and take us into 2024. And don't forget, meet me here next week for the best Saturday team call of the year with Michelle Barnes, goal setting call. Bring all the materials you need, and it's literally going to be, oh my gosh, you guys are going to leave that call just a different person. So I'll see you guys there. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you so much for being here with me today and taking time for you and your business, and enjoy your rest of the weekend. Aloha.